Hi guys, I'm Samena from thecodecottage.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are on day 19 of our 30 days of code and we are building our very own WordPress theme from scratch. So far we have successfully created, so basically we are trying to create this website here. This is a static theme that we made in HTML and CSS and also a little bit of JavaScript right here. This is what it does. Presently, this is the status of our local website, of the WordPress website, which is dynamic in our local hosting environment. So today what we're going to do is build this section. So this is very special for a number of reasons. Firstly, because you give your blogger, whoever purchases this theme from you or the theme that you build following these rules, is that firstly, they can either just type in the name of their blog and it will automatically update here. So basically what happens is when you head into the dashboard, so right now what I've just for fun written it as my awesome blog. So if you do that, it'll update here. Now this is a static website, so it won't show up here. And what it does is, depending on what the name of your blog is, it will automatically update taking the styling that we have given it. And secondly, what it can do is, if you don't want it to have a written title and tagline, you can just upload a custom image. So that's how your client, who is a blogger or a business owner, can choose how they want their blog name or website name to be displayed. So let's get working on that. Here I have my header.php. This is what we had done up to the last video, where we created the dynamic menu and also cleaned up the CSS. So today we won't be dealing with the CSS at all. All we're going to do is work on our further section, which is this part. So what I'll do now is go into my index.html, and this is the logo section that we had coded the last time. I'm just going to copy that, and here I'm going to paste it here. Now let me save this, and when I refresh it over here, it will show up. Now, as I showed you that time, the name of my blog right now is My Awesome Blog, but here it shows as Orange Marmalade because it's extremely static at this point, but we're going to change a lot of this code. So firstly, to make it dynamic, the first thing we want to do is give the blogger or the website owner the option to upload a custom image. So to do that, this is what we will type in our PHP. So we are going to write some PHP now. So let me just type it first and I'll explain to you what I'm doing. Alright, so within this PHP block, I will start writing. So if has custom logo, the custom logo, else so I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to paste it right here towards the end of this row. So where we have typed before that row ends. So here is where I'll paste that closing curly bracket and the PHP block. So what this is saying is, if the user has a custom logo, then display that custom logo. If there is no custom logo, that's where the else part comes in. So if there is a custom logo, display that, else display this portion right here. So if there is no custom logo, basically it will display the site title and tagline that you will set over here that I showed you earlier. So now again, this will be dynamic. the orange marmalade name and the description. So the logo title and the description is going to be completely dynamic, because you cannot expect your blogger or your website owner to get into the back end and make changes in here every single time they want to make changes. They forget to close their div tag over here, and this is what's going to happen. It'll break the site, and this is just the HTML side breaking. Say they forget this part, it completely changes the entire PHP code and your site is going to break. This is what will happen. So that's the reason it's very important to not leave that to your client, and to make it really simple for them to head straight into the WordPress backend instead of the actual theme backend, because it's very dangerous if you don't know how to code that, and it can completely break their site. So that's the reason why you want to keep it dynamic. So to make it dynamic, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write a very simple PHP block right here, just the blog info that we used earlier to actually include our CSS scripts, all of those external files. I'm just going to use that. But here, instead of template directory or style sheet directory, I'm just going to give it name and then my semicolon. And the same thing over here, PHP, close that block, and blog info inside my comma, inverted comma, I'm just going to write description. Very simple. So basically, this is it. This is all that you have to write. But the only change that there will be now, as you can see, it will be my awesome blog. That's because we have named it my awesome blog. So it has successfully become dynamic. Very, very happy. But there's one small error. What happens is, usually when there is a logo or the name of the blog, it is always clickable. It always links you back to the home page. So you can't keep going here. Usually when you click on this, it takes you to the home page, but here all I can see is a cursor. So we have to give it a dynamic link, so it always takes you back to the home page. So here is the code that we're going to write. It's going to be the ahref, but the ahref source link over here is going to be a PHP block of code, because you want it to be dynamic. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to echo esc underscore URL, and then inside brackets over here, I'm going to give home underscore URL, and then I'm going to give it this / and close it right here. So I'm going to save this now. Oh, I also have to close the ending anchor tag. So I'll just give that an indentation, and at the end of my description, I will close that. Because we don't want just the logo to be a link, we want both the logo and description to be a link. So you can see this is a cursor right now, but when I refresh this, it will give me a pointer. Isn't that perfect? So this is a arrow and this is a pointer, and it takes me back to the home page. So we have successfully managed to do this. Now let me go to the dashboard and show you what happens if the blogger does not want the name of the theme to appear, but instead has a logo that they wish to upload. So I'll head into site identity, and I will, usually this will be checked, and you write it over here. If you don't want it my awesome blog, you can change it back to orange marmalade, and it will show up over here. There you go. And just another WordPress site can be changed back to a minimalist WordPress theme. There you go. So that's updated now. But if you don't want that to show up and you have your own logo that you want to upload, you can just uncheck that and then select your logo. I have this logo right here that I made in my own computer, but you can add absolutely any logo here. You can upload your file, select it from your computer and upload it. And from this media library, I'm just going to select this, and I'm going to leave this over here and crop the image, or even skip cropping. The choice is yours. And the minute I update that, you will see that the orange marmalade has now been changed into a logo. So I'm going to publish that, close this, and visit our site. And here you see we have this beautiful logo that we have uploaded from our own computer or desktop. So it's very easy. It's very, very dynamic. It gives your blogger or your client and your business owner the complete freedom to either type in the name and it automatically adapts to the styling, or even simply just upload this custom logos. So we are done with today's video. I'm going to change it back to the orange marmalade that we have created, simply because I want you to see that we are going to be creating a very exact dynamic theme now. So site identity, I will remove this logo and display the site title and headline, publish it. And there you go, we have our site ready. So now we have this section done. Now tomorrow we will be working on this featured post image and the featured category section. It's very exciting because we are going to introduce advanced custom fields into our coding process, which is going to make our job 1,000 times easier and much more enjoyable. So I really hope that you are enjoying these videos. If you are, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Post your suggestions and feedback in the comments below. And if you like this video and are liking the series, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to ding the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. And until I see you again tomorrow, goodbye and happy coding.